The first and most obvious thing is to decouple industry from basic scientific knowledge. The activities of any industry or corporation do not determine the laws of physics and the laws of right? What is scientifically true is true independent of the activity of any corporation or person or governing body or anything like that. Nobody can change how gravity works or something like that, right? And the same goes for the human body. What a drug is and how it works and why it has efficacy is independent of right. It would have been that way thousands of years ago before science existed, right? The scientific process existed. The handful of natural remedies that we stumbled upon in the ancient world had efficacy because of rules of chemistry that we learned later. And so instead of ascribing a magical quality to a plant or something later, we figured out what molecules are, the mechanism of action of any drug, etc. The nefariousness that has been painted upon obviously pharma primarily is completely misled. To call them profit-driven is obvious. That's just how capitalism works. Literally every single corporation in any sector of capitalism is profit-driven. That's how capitalistic society works. It doesn't make it nefarious, right? That pharma wants to make profitable drugs is why they make effective drugs, right? Drugs can only be profitable if they work, and they only work if they address some need medicinally and offer some solution. Do they have shady tactics in terms of, manipulating something to extend the exclusivity of their patent, or sometimes they bribe doctors to prescribe something slightly off label or something like that? It's not that there's absolutely nothing unethical that could be discussed, but honestly, the behavior of pharma, it doesn't hold a candle to the dangers of the alt health industry and unregulated, untested supplements and things like that. Like, the irony is that these kinds of people who rage against pharma embrace this other industry that is wildly more corrupt and wildly more dangerous and all of these things. And so it's really not about science. It's just about narratives that people enjoy with this anti-establishment bite. Oh, I'm fighting against the big power. Again, the irony is that big supplement is like a $2 trillion industry compared to, $700 billion or something for pharma. So big supplement, the alt health industry is bigger and more profitable than big pharma. So just the inconsistency and the hypocrisy in the approach of a lot of these people, it needs to be pointed out to them. It needs to be shown to their faces.